Good morning, students. Here is one video for frictional as a force, right? So, friction as a force. Firstly, let me introduce you the friction force. Now, in your daily life, have you ever thought how you are able to balance while walking? How you are able to balance while riding a bicycle? Have you ever thought while going on the road how a car is able to balance and move so speedily, and whenever it wants to stop it brakes and it brakes and it slows down or it stops at that moment only? How you are able to balance while riding any two-wheeler? How this all the things happens? Why don't you fall? And how this balance is coming, right? So there is a force which is always acting in the opposite direction to the motion, right? When you are moving, when you yourself are moving or any object is moving, a force is always acting in opposite direction to that of the object to keep it balanced, right? So this force is nothing but the frictional force. Frictional force keeps everything always balanced, and thus it is the force. It always it keeps the objects in its place, that is it slows down or it stops. But as I introduced you frictional force, I should also tell you what is a force firstly, right? So force is any push or pull acting on an object, that we call it as force. We require energy to push or pull something. So for that energy, when we act, right, using that energy when we act, when we pull or when we push any object, that particular pushing movement or the pulling movement is called force applied. Okay, now why we are applying the force? What is the use of force? So that we are doing to change the motion, that is either to start a motion or to stop a motion or to slow down a motion, right? Or it can be done to change the direction also, right? If anything is moving and then we apply the force, then we can change the direction also. Like for example, I can give you an example of the applied force. If a box is there, box of books is there, that is across the floor, either you will move it away from yourself or you will move it towards yourself, right? So if you are moving away, then it is called as pushed. If you are moving it towards yourself, then it is called pull. So now one more example I would like to give you, that is closing a door and opening a door, right? So closing a door, we call it as we are throwing the particular door away from ourselves, that is we are moving the door away from ourselves. So that is, we called it as push. Now if we are opening it, is we are pulling it towards ourselves, so that is what we call it as pull, right? So let's try to push the box from one end to the other end of the bedroom. So how it is moving, why it is moving as per our requirement, right? Why it is not running away, and why it is not just in one push, it's just moving by itself. So there is one force that is always there, it is acting in the opposite direction to your push. That force we call it as friction, which balances the motion, and hence it is not running away or it is not moving very fastly. It is moving as per our requirement. So this friction, firstly I would like to tell you one more thing also. This friction, it can be more also and it can be less also. That depends on the condition of the floor. If the floor is smooth, it means friction will be less. If the floor is rough, it means the friction is more, right? So less the friction, it means the motion will be more. Here you can see one figure through one diagram. I would like to tell you, person is there, by using the pushing force, it is opening or closing, we can say closing the door. Then why that door is not moving to high speed, right? That is all due to the in the opposite direction of the motion. You can see one force is there, that force we call it as friction force, right? To the opposite direction of the motion, one force is always acting, that is called friction force. Since both are in the opposite direction, this direction and the other in this direction, it means a balance is always created in the situation, which due to which we are able to balance and we are able to perform different activities, right? Now what are the uses of the friction, right? So here one new topic I would like to introduce to you, that is the uses of the friction, right? So uses of the friction, the first most use and the important use of the friction is it is acting as a resistance force, that is a stopping force or a slowing down force of the motion, right? It either stops the motion or it either slows down the motion. Have you ever thought a condition in which while driving a car we can't stop a car or we can't slow down a car? Is that condition in such a condition will you be able to manage? No, not possible. So if you want to slow down a car, then by using the friction force, that is by using a brake, you can slow down your car, or by using that brake with more frictional force applied on the brake, you can stop also, right? And many more application it is having. It prevents us from slipping or from sliding. If a heel area is there, right, or a sliding area is there, then we can fall or we can slide. But friction, one advantage is there, that it helps us in preventing the slipping and sliding, right? When we might want to hold the things also, or when we want to do the things also, then we are able to balance and we are not slipping or sliding. That is all due to the friction force, right? The next thing is where friction is used, that is by thinking. I would like to tell you one situation in which if there is no friction force, then what would happen? Will you be able to walk with balance? Will you be able to drive a car? Will you be able to hold? What about the pens and pencils? By using this you are writing, will you be able to balance while writing? No, all such things won't be possible if a friction force won't be there. So here are the uses of the friction force. It helps us to walk, it helps us to ride a bicycle, it helps us to drive a car, it helps us to hold the things, it helps us to write, it helps us to stop, it helps us to slow down the motions. Thus friction force is very important force in the nature. Thank you.